again. In this video, we're going to see how to apply the things that we've been seeing orally, okay? So remember what we saw about what do you do regularly, right? ¿Qué haces regularmente? But in order to answer that, and also to learn how to use the verbs in present tense, you need to know how to use them in a context, okay? So remember we saw the stem changing verbs. We're going to see that right now. So for example, the verb entender. Entender means to understand, okay? But if you say yo entiendo, means I understand. But if I say te entiendo, it means I understand you, I hear you, right? Oh, I have a stressed day at work. Te entiendo, okay? I hear you. The other one that we saw is the verb pensar, to think. Pensar, do you remember that it changed? And if you don't remember, it changed E to IE as yo pienso. And what we think about is pensar en. I think about. Pienso en. And what you can think about? Mi familia, very good. Mi novio, muy bien. Or think about even a TV show, right? Programa de televisión. The idea is that you learn how to use these verbs in context, okay? So it's not just to learn, okay, pensar means to think. No, how do you use it then? Es pensar en, okay? So for example, ¿qué haces regularmente? You can ask your language partner and you can say, yo pienso en mi familia seguido, often. Do you remember we also saw the different expressions that you can use? Twice a week, dos veces por semana, seguido, often, right? So you can use it with them. So another two verbs that we can see is, for example, preferir, okay? Preferir. Preferir is the one that changed E to IE, and always it changed the last vowel of the stem. So if you have preferir, IR is separate. So it changed the last vowel of the stem. So it's yo prefiero, right? Yo prefiero, okay? Prefiero, tú prefieres. But how do you use preferir? Preferir means to prefer, great. But how do you use it in a context? That's what I wanted to help you to use. So there's different things that you can prefer, right? So I can say, yo prefiero. Do you know how to say than? For example, coffee than tea. Entonces, yo prefiero café que té. Café, coffee, que té. Que, that K in the middle is than. I prefer coffee than tea, okay? Yo prefiero café que té. That's one of the other things that you can say. Or, for example, you can also say, yo prefiero dormir, to sleep, I prefer to sleep, dormir temprano. Temprano means early. I prefer to sleep early. But this is how you can gather different contexts. So it's preferir plus verb in infinitive. I prefer to eat, right? Prefiero comer. Prefiero ir al cine. And then if you want to compare with something, it's yo prefiero comer, comer carne que pollo, right? Steak than chicken. Comer carne que pollo. Okay, very well. The other verb we're going to see is querer. So querer is yo quiero, right? Change the last vowel of the stem, which is the E. Querer, the last E, okay? Quiero. Okay, what we can want? Yo quiero, okay, plus, again, verb in infinitive. Yo quiero hacer ejercicio. I want to work out. Yo quiero hacer ejercicio. O yo quiero dormir. I want to sleep, right? Also, you can use querer like directly with a noun. So, por ejemplo, yo quiero café, or yo quiero unos tacos, like we saw before, right? Yo quiero unos tacos, I want some tacos. So if you're in a restaurant, this verb is very important because you can say yo quiero and whatever is in the menu, right? So if you don't know how to say. So now let's see in the next video the rest of the verbs that we can use in context.